Hello! We have Jack's Giant, Pied Piper, Bear, or Charon this time. Personally, out of these, perhaps Charon would be my pick usually, but we're gonna take Pied Piper this time, just to spice it up. Okay, now this is the obvious choice here, because it's got +1/+1 if you might have noticed. This is an additional animal. There's always going to be an animal with +1/+1 on it because of our hero power of the Pied Piper. Now, Black Cat is just an all-around good pick for the first couple of levels, assuming you can get your hands on Mad Mim, because Mad Mim usually does nothing but gives his bonus to 2 allies. So that means that those 2 allies are gonna do way more. Sorry about that, had some difficulties. Anyway, as I was saying, the 2 allies are going to do way more, but Mim will do nothing for you. Now, if you've got a cat, then the Mim will count twice on the cat, which gives you 3 times instead of 2 times a bonus from Mim. We're also going to take Polywoggle here. Now, Polywoggle is kind of special because it upgrades into a unit that is 1 level above your character if it kills something when it attacks. So with 2 Mims, it's very likely to happen. I'm gonna leave it on the 2nd slot this time, for the simple reason that we are 1 XP point away from level 3, at which point Polywoggle will give us a level 4 unit. Right now it's just a 3 unit if he upgrades. So, you know what, no, let's even go further. This is better. The cat's gonna get the bonus from 2 Mims this way, and it's going to be able to kill even things with 5 or 6 HP. Like the unicorn over there, but unfortunately it's not gonna reach that. Still, just like I wanted, we didn't get the upgrade this turn, and we'll be trying to get it next turn. He's not gonna get the gold point at least. But this is a lot of damage for just an early turn. 7 damage is quite a bit. Okay, the White Steed is an excellent unit to have on your 2nd slot because it wants to be able to buff 2. It buffs the characters behind it, right? So it wants to be able to buff 2 characters, and that means that you just can't put it first because it's half value, but honestly I usually try to have nothing first if I don't have slots, and I take advantage of it, but this time around, with the structure we have here, kind of can't be helped. We'll also be taking this Labyrinth Minotaur here. I'm going to put it up rather than down, even though it buffs all of our evil characters, these 3, because I want it to be a target, so that the opponent has less of a chance when it attacks to hit my important 2 first characters. They won't be the ones attacking in order for me to get full value out of their abilities. And it worked. It was like a lightning rod for us. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for me. He had units that were way too tanky for... and the egg survives. How unfortunate. If we could destroy it, then he would have a harder time next couple of rounds. Too bad. Now, let's see. This is not an animal worth picking. I should just roll, I think. Let's take the chicken while we're at it. Okay. I am willing to pick this up. Secret Stash or Needle Nose Dagger? I think we're unlikely to win, even with Needle Nose Dagger, because it's not that we're lacking attack, we just have low stats overall. Let's see if we can't get a 4 out of the Polywoggle, because 4s can be very build defining. I think 4 and 6 are the 2 most important minion levels. When it comes to artifact levels, actually 3, 6 and 7 are the ones that I'm usually aiming for, although if I already have good artifacts, then Mimic on 5 is very nice. And of course Royals with Sky Castle on 4. But for the most part it's the combo of Merlin's Hat and Crystal Ball on 3 to be able to spam a lot of spells. This benefits so many strategies. And the other one is on level 6, you've got quite a few very strong artifacts, and of course level 7, the secret, so-called secret level, is just interesting. Since the Lady of the Lake survived, we are guaranteed to win this. So the level 7 artifacts, some of them are very situational, but still they are all potentially overpowered in the extreme. So I'm gonna take another Polywoggle for later. This wants to be in back. She's especially good when you have the White Stag to buff her or anything of the sort. Now, if I want to go animals, Princess Peep is very much recommended. And I can upgrade something temporarily. Should I upgrade her to a 5 temporarily? That might be interesting. Should I do that? Let's see. I think I may as well, right? Oh wow, Feasting Dragon. That's a very strong character early on. Let's try it this way. I'm not too fast. If the Polywoggle gives me a 4 right now, that's fine. Otherwise, it can try and give me a 5 next turn, or I can even try and keep it until I'm level 5 myself, and then use an Angry Spirit, or whatever the hell it's called, the level 4 character that triggers a Slay, in order to upgrade it to a 6, which is, once again, the most important level for minions. Now, if the Slay Dragon, the Feasting Dragon, can kill something, which it did, I will be getting +1/+1 on all of my future characters, everything in the shop. And it can just happen again and again, giving me a great deal of power that is just out there for me passively. And this is the kind of thing that, because it's not tied to a character... Oh, right, I forgot for a moment that's Lady of the Lake. Let's put this back here. Now, this is an interesting one. I can take another Lady of the Lake and a Friendly Spirit, and then the Friendly Spirit will give a ton of stats to whomever gets the buff from it, which is kind of interesting in my opinion. So this is a great character to have over there. And what do I want to put first? Nothing that is here, I assume. There's a Duza. I think I like putting Duza first, yes. We'll take Duza and put her first. I think the Stag is soon to have outlived its usefulness, although it is, you know what, we'll do it this way. This way she'll also give attack, which is very nice on those two. And also, he buffs to ranged, which is very nice. Each one of them will be, this is 7/7, this is 6/6, assuming the White Stag actually attacks. And so it's not bad for us. This also means that Princess Peep is very likely to create at least one sheep that will benefit from the Mad Mim buff, and honestly, support of health to minions really doesn't do anything. A 1/6 is not better than a 1/1 at this point, but a 6/1, that's quite nice. So, a 7/1, sorry, because it can actually trade. Now, because he has many low attack minions, he's not going to be able to kill my Stag and Spirit that easily. So the Stag got to attack, which means I'm guaranteed to win this, and there's really nothing in contention about this. He does have a bunch of very nice artifacts, so he's kind of scary, although they seem to have counter synergy. Did you notice? Forking Roll, the fork doubles a spell that you've bought that costs 2 or less, and then he has the +4 gold but you can't cast spells. So not quite as scary as it might have otherwise been. I very much like upgrading Friendly Spirit, if I'm honest. I could have upgraded the Stag so many times by now. But I'm not going to. I just don't feel the need to. At this point in the game, I really just want to take it out. Honestly, I think I will. Now, the nice thing here is that not only can we buff a backline ranged character with a ton of health, which makes it very, very strong in this particular instance, because usually you don't have a full complement of high attack minions at this stage in the game. And what happens is that let's say this gets the buff, so it's an 8/18. So it keeps hitting enemies for 8, and then some of their backline 1-2 attack enemies keeps hitting into it, giving it more and more turns to overturn a bad situation. So that's very nice if it hits, but it can also hit the other spirit and then transfer the buff once again. So cascading buffs is so overpowered that it was nerfed, and it was nerfed for a reason. Okay, that was a worst case scenario, honestly, the meme, although the Princess Peep was also equally bad. Ranged or Spirit is really the targets we want for this, and we have, well, 3 favorite targets when the first Spirit dies. So we have a 3 in 7, 3 in 6 if something else died first. I do want to buff the Spirits, but the 1-1 buff is not worth considering. Okay, that's nice for us because soon we'll be level 5. I think we'll take Crown of Atlas. It's a very nice synergy item for animals, which we perhaps will transfer to later on. Once again, we can try and upgrade for a 3, but I don't feel the need for it. Our strategy is probably animals because of the copycat, so... Okay, I will take it. We have been winning recently, so this has the potential, especially against last place, to give us 2 XP. And even at 1 XP in our position, it should be fine. We are unlikely to lose badly, and so long as we have a decent amount of health, even 1 XP for 5 is okay, it's fine. The sooner you find your way to 6, the sooner you can start amassing real power. We are currently first place and we are against last place. I would say it is highly unlikely unless he just recently got a very powerful artifact. He's Dragon, Whole Dragon, so he does get 1 level higher artifacts, which means it's possible. Level 6, oh 7, oh dear, that is such a scary character. I mean, not character, artifact. Okay, we got it on arranged, that's nice. Thing is, we're still going to lose. Such a powerful Black Prism. He got +3/+3 on all of his characters from the Black Prism and this spell. And at this level, +3/+3 on all your characters is insane. We lost. Like I said, a scary artifact. Level 7 artifacts are very strong. Well, can we find a spirit right now for an upgraded level 6? I think it's our best upgrade at this point. Now we could try for the Gingerbread Knight, because if we lose again, but again you are against last place, unless he too had a tremendous jump in power, we're unlikely to lose, which means we won't be below 20 health, so this thing will not be buffed. So unlikely that we will need this. Oh, we can actually make an upgraded Arthur on the spot, but we're not royals, we don't have any other upgraded royals, so not a very good pick in my opinion. I could just take Wombats in Disguise simply because it gives its own stats to the next character over, and we have some nice buffers. Here's the Feasting Dragon that we enjoyed before, but at this point it's not relevant, unfortunately. I just wonder, how good is it going to be? These 3 are monsters, which means they get +7/+7 for this brawl only, so long as they attack. And +7/+7 on even 2 of them, assuming one of them gets attacked first, is still a heck of a lot. Nice, that's a very nice target. It was just buffed by the opponent. All 3 of my monsters got the chance to attack, and the buff, well, has so many great targets. This Wombat carries the stats to whatever it spawns, the Spirit to ranged, there's so many good targets. This has the potential for a level 5 artifact, but I don't have any good artifacts right now, so Mimic isn't going to do much, and the other level 5 artifacts are situational. I don't think they're worth expending right now for. Should I? I think not. I think I just want to... I can sell this for more. I think at this point in the game I just want to find that spirit to get the upgraded level 6 character. We don't need that right now and we can't anyway. because we're already almost 6. The expense is too much. Should I have... oh, here it is, Grim Soul. Now, Grim Soul is also a monster, so it's also benefiting from our Oni King, which is nice. But in addition to that, we are going to have to sacrifice a bit for this, so we're weaker this round. But in return, we will be... now we can roll again. We will be getting an upgraded level 6 character, and we are fighting against someone who died, so he's probably weaker than otherwise he might have been, because he didn't get to upgrade the last round or two. Well, it's level 6, so assuming to be still pretty decent. Who got the buff? Okay, she's a decent target. No, it's insanely bad. The Grim Soul survived, and then the... I should have put it later on in the order. Although, could I even have put it that much before, later? I lost the round and I lost the Polywoggle. That's very sad. Now we have a good boy instantly on this turn, and honestly, I have quite a few good characters, so I should take it. Okay, that's very nice. I think we'll take Cone of Karen, simply because of the good boy. The good boy dies, and the good boy passes its stats along to the next character in line. So that's very nice. Is this worth it now? The only monsters are those two. It might be better to simply have Lady of the Lake here instead. Like so. Because this monster is kind of late in the turn, we don't want it to siphon the buffs from the characters that actually move the stats forward, roll them forward to another character. So I think this is better. 813 is quite a bit at this point in the game to give to all of your characters, and those two, this one gives twice its stats now to the next character it buffs, and this one also gives its stats once, because it's not upgraded, to the next character it buffs. And hopefully this will finally give us a level 6 upgraded unit, which can, if it's a good one, contribute quite a bit. Okay, that's not too bad. And it's an upgraded good boy. Excellent! Now, I'm not saying it's the best thing we could have for this round, but hey, we definitely lucked out with that dwarf. Absolutely no question. Oh well. It's a tie, and a tie is good enough for us because an upgraded good boy in this situation is insane. Now this is an easy pick. It's definitely going to get the quest done with so many good boys buffing it. This one should be first, I think. Should I try and have a Wombats upgraded? I think so, because the Wombats is good and it passes its stats and will pass double its stats later on. I can sell this and try for a small buff, or we could try for a level 6 character. That's also fine. We are fighting Merlin, who's in last place, so hopefully we will win. I think we should, unless he's got, let's say, a big dragon. The dragon that hits the character and the ones behind it. Yeah, that's gonna mess us up really badly. Or a lot of spells if he hexes the good boy or something like that. Or Duza tree, the tree that reduces health to 1. Gonna be annoying if the good boy attacks into it. There are special circumstances wherein even a very strong good boy draft will lose. But for the most part, I think we are overstated compared to the competition. Let's see if I'm right. Ooh, wow, that spell really ruined our good boy. And it happened so many times, we really got hit hard here. I think we lost quite badly. That's so sad. Well, we survived. He's got a very good set of artifacts. He can cast so many spells that way. When you buy a spell, cast it twice. We are going to take that absolutely, no question. And we'll take this. I wouldn't mind, but no. I need to just buy a spell, not this spell. A buff spell. I could take this. Random characters get +2/+2. Should I take something like this? There are 3 good boys in, and it will happen twice. It's a very tough situation because the good boys need buffs on the one hand. On the other hand, we have 4 gold. We won't have enough gold to even cast a buff if we find it, unless perhaps we sacrifice wombats, which we really don't want to. We just want to upgrade wombats and put it instead of Hercules at this point. I think we'll take Toil and Trouble. Oh, excellent. Wombats. If we don't die, which I think we have a decent chance to die actually, if we don't die, then it looks very promising for us to win the whole thing. Simply because we have so much potential with so many good boys, and the spirit as well. Okay, 1 good boy was upgraded. Give it to a good boy. Good. The problem is that it's not dying yet. Okay, that's a good boy that died, which means all the others are gonna get buffed. That's fine, it's not a hex. That's unfortunate a bit. Can I actually win now? Yeah, I should be able to win. She's just too big. The order was, I think, quite favorable to me. Obviously not anywhere near the best, but quite nice. Okay, now that we have this... Oh, we can Mimic. We are definitely taking Mimic. Now, what we want is a buff spell. Even this, it'll cost 3 times, we'll just take it. Echoed is going to be insane if we have a place for it. I think we should instead of one of these. Although it will weaken us if we can't actually find more buffs for the good boys, because that's 5 health on 2 of them. Alright, this isn't good anymore. What was I thinking? Once I took away the crown, then this is just an animal, not a good animal. I guess instead of the Hercules then. So we cast this spell 3 times. Now it's not targeted, so it might not buff good boy. Okay, it up-buffed 1 good boy once, and another good boy once. Never the upgraded good boy, which is unfortunate. Okay, we have grown insanely large. I don't think it's even humanly possible to lose at this point. Yeah, he can kill 1, but that just makes us bigger. 500 Hercules. This guy lives. Okay, we are definitely taking the Echoed. And we are rolling. I could have made another good boy, but it would be evil, so I'm not going to. This is interesting, potentially. What have we got? This only works on monsters, and the rest of it's really not going to do much. Should I just buff her? Perhaps I should just buff her. Merlin, he didn't have anything that I'd want. I don't think buffing her actually matters that much. I'd rather spend the time in gold, rolling for things like this. Another upgraded good boy is very nice. It gives me space for Hercules and still maintains the stats and the amount it gives, because an upgraded good boy gives twice, just like 2 individual good boys. So it's a very nice upgrade for us. These Lady of the Lakes have been doing work because of the good boys. I just wish I could have had a bit more buffs, because I didn't even get to cast a spell this round, and we have Wand of Wording doubled. Wand of Wording means double spells, doubled means triple spells, not quadruple. Excellent. Remember, Coin of Charon gives the first character that dies +4/+4 permanently, and the upgraded Good Boy is the best target for it because especially with Mimic it gets 8/8. Even if we don't buy spells, we just naturally grow. Look at this insanity, 891,074. We are still very vulnerable to disruption, but even so, we don't have too many mages. I think Phoenix Feather instead of Coin of Charon at this point. There aren't too many rounds for us to grow anyway, and this will give us the first Good Boy that dies. If it's this one, I think, then it will buff everything. It should. Because it's the biggest. No, Hercules is the biggest right now. I should look to replace it, perhaps? Oh, another Good Boy. That's just amazing. Okay, now the biggest character is this Good Boy. I think it will just resurrect, but if it's not because this happens after the Good Boy buffs everybody else and then they are bigger than it, then that means that the Echo Wood will be the one that revives and it's gigantic. So we should be fine, unless of course large scale the disruption. That's what is required for us to lose at this point. So a dragon or multiple Hex, Medusa, Rotten Apple Tree, that kind of thing. Otherwise, just by virtue of sheer stats, we are going to win every single time. And once again, I didn't get to cast a spell. It's very unfortunate. I have such a good build for casting spells, honestly. Ah, she died without even being buffed once. And a Hex too. That's so annoying. Okay. I actually get 2 of them back because of Mimic. So this is kind of insane. Even though he got such good luck fighting against me so far, I don't think he can win. No, that was his last spell, so that's it. We're just too big to fail. No, we don't actually kill him. So he gets another try. With enough spells he can win. Do I need another Good Boy? Replace the Spirit with another Good Boy? Damn it. Yes. Wow. I mean, I do want to. But if I do it, I don't need the artifact anyway. And then I'll have 1 character less because I need to sell 2 to make it. So I'm not gonna do it. Instead, I'm going to take this and that. This will be cast 3 times, so if I win, I get 9 gold, which means I can buy this Good Boy and cast spells, presumably. I will have the Friendly Spirit back again once, you know, once the Good Boy upgrades. There are only 10 copies, I believe, in the pool of each and every level 6 character, and this is the 9th Good Boy. That is insane. Now, it could be more insane if I could cast spells to buff my Good Boys, but even so, it's good enough, I think. Spells are definitely what can ruin us. He just destroyed 2 Good Boy, another character, and nerfed another Good Boy, but it doesn't even matter. It's just too broken. It's really too broken. Look at this. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. What's in the crock? Oh, a pumpkin. The pumpkin can actually kill my characters if it has Dusa and Rotten Apple Tree, and they get to either attack or not, depending on the character. But since he got neither of them, he wasn't lucky, he has no chance to win this. So goodbye, Waddle. And it's just me and this bounty hunter here. Now, so much gold. We can Singing Sword, but I don't want to, right? Or should I, instead of this Wand of Wording? Should I say, well, I didn't get to cast spells anyway, and I can upgrade my character's attack so much, but do I even need to? I could give Spear of Achilles, And then the good boys will get +14/+14 when they attack. Should I do that instead? I think so, right? I think that's the best I can give them. And the spirit here. What else do we even need? Is this even good? I don't think so, right? We don't need the artifact, and having less backline characters of this sort is actually bad. No, I have so much gold, I'd rather try for a better upgrade. Come on. There's a good boy there, the 10th, but doesn't matter. Okay, we got our upgrade. We don't want this. I can't believe we saw the 10th good boy. That's insane. And this is over. You would need to hex each and every one of my characters in order to win. Yeah, it's very, very stupid. I think in this point in time, good boy drafts have the most potential, but still, that was, yeah, unusual luck. Oh well, it was quite fun, hilarious. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Oh, and tell me if you noticed an upgrade in the audio. I played around with it a bit. Still a lot of work to do, but I think it's slightly better. See you.